All right, we got a 928S4. I will be working on this distributor cap, the rotors on both sides, the modular, replacing those, talking about basically just how to do it. So something to keep note, it's very hard to get a hold of or get your hands on this coil. The coil over here is very easy to get a hold of, but this one here is very difficult. So I'm quite sure you need to remove the coolant line. That's this. So I use this Harbor Freight clamp. Fantastic. I love those. I use them on a gas job I did, and to be honest, if you use the right one, it works very well. Also use this self-sealing tape. Red's very hard to get a hold of. I think it was rescue tape, and it goes 5 to 600 degrees. So very good. Other things to note, while this is a performance product, or excuse me, performance, motorsports performance water cooler, you will need some kind of plug. I bought this plug at Ace Hardware, and I had to taper it a little bit as a rubber plug. But mine was about 40 millimeters size, and I'm assuming that's what yours would be too, because you'll have the same hose. That's a factory hose, quite sure. So, or you'll have coolant coming out, and I thought it would stop at one point, so I went and bought a plug and tapered it a little bit to 40 millimeters with a knife, and it works fantastic. It has stopped dripping. So I'll be replacing also, if I don't know if I mentioned, the spark plug wires. They're getting a little old, and the coil wires, which I've went ahead and bought those ahead of time on accident, because the coil wires come with the spark plugs. I was just going to do the coil wires, but after assessing the wires, it looks like there was some resistance differences when you moved them around, so I didn't want to use them anymore. So that's about it. It's best to also remove this. Got a little clamp here to lay that down and give you a little bit more room to the distributor. And like I said, right here as well with the coolant pipe. This right here, the last owner, for whatever reason, this goes over here. Last owner, many years ago, left that off. I don't know why. We'll find out. I rebuilt this many years ago, so that'll be all going back on. And now I guess I'll find out why. If I have to, I'll customize the cover. I don't know, maybe the box fan that I have right here. Mine's electronic instead of running off the pulley, and maybe that was the reason. We'll see. But I will get it on there somehow. All right, so let the fun begin. All right, I'm replacing my old distributor rotors. Here's my older ones, pretty dirty. This is after I actually tried to clean it up and decided it just wasn't worth it. And I also looked like it had glue that I had cleaned up. I didn't realize that was glue, so decided it wasn't worth saving. And there was a lot of wear and tear. So putting in the new one, you can see right over here, there's the screw holes, like right there. So I've got my number 3, putting that in, and she's going in. And then I will put the other 3 in. 3 with the number 3 Allen head. The product I had bought, I think, let's look at the brand. I don't know if anybody cares or not. Bought them on eBay, Breamy. They're just slightly different. Something I've noticed, so the older rotor, the actual Allen head size was 4 here, and the one I got, a new one, is 3. So just a heads up, I don't want you to strip out your stuff. Check before you tighten. And then okay, also replacing the distributor cap. If you notice, 235-522-395. New one, Bosch, 235-52395. Hopefully it's the real deal. It's got Bosch part numbers. Bought it on eBay, or no, bought it on Amazon. Next day delivery. Well, at least it was supposed to be. Took 2 days. Amazon's starting to, well, since the pandemic, just can't trust them anymore. But it was still free shipping, and it was better than waiting 2 or 3 days from Rock Auto or whoever else. So parts look to be identical, and the reason I was placing it, one of these, I think it was that one there, had a little bit of green, and I was starting to clean it, and I just said, you know what, I can't remember when I replaced it, and I'd like to have a record, a history of it. I know I rebuilt the engine, and at the time I was wanting to see it run. I mean, I had some problems, and I thought the original owner, or excuse me, the previous owner had already replaced that stuff, and that's what he had said. So now I'm at the point where I want to know I've done it, and because I've done all the other work, so why not? This should be a fairly easy job. It's number 8. Put these on, and going to do it. All right, got her in the cradle here. So I decided I thought I would measure my, so I bought these spark plug wires on eBay. They are factory. And so let's just measure the old one. So what I've done is just to make this hands-free. So here's an old one. And measures 1.03. All right, so let's try the new one. Make sure this is the same. Okay. Yep. So the new one. Connect here, and it is 0.97, 0.98. Let's try it again. 0.97, almost goes down to 6. So less resistant on the new one. All right, let's try. I don't think I did this one. Do that. It's 1. And let's try the new one. The other new one, that is. All right. 0.96 and 0.97. So definitely a little bit of resistance difference. You can also tell, let's see here. These are virgins because this part here, this copper part, is not flared out yet. And the other ones are, well, they're not. It's pushed in. So yeah, these are definitely virgins. I've decided to go ahead and replace, so I was just going to buy these two, and well, I did, and these are actually factory. They have a Porsche part number, and they were old stock, and I was a little bit concerned they were older, but they're NOS, and I've tested them, and they look good. There's no continuity issues, you know, bending them this way. They're really good, and they're clean, and they're brand new. But what I'm trying to say is, I went ahead and decided to buy some new spark plug wires too. So now I got these on extra. But I think for the area that I'm putting them in, especially on the the passenger side, which is more of a pain in the ass to install, I want to just go ahead and put the factory wires on, and then the other ones I'll replace and just keep having extra set. So these two new ones are going to go in. And then I'll wait for my new factory spark plug wires to come in. I bought them off a Rinline. They had blue and other colors. It looks like these were blue. Whoever bought these with silicone. I decided there wasn't any delay. Supposedly, you know, the way parts issues are, It was black or red, same price. I think it was like $200 and some change to ship it. So, and I think they didn't have them Rinline, which is, I guess, a part of Pelican as well. They didn't physically have them on the Pelican website, but they had them on Rinline, but Pelican processes it, I guess. But it looks like it's actually being shipped from the actual manufacturer. So, and I would assume they have none on shelf, and I'll have to wait for somebody to make them. So that's where we stand. All right, I'm gonna replace my modulars as well, ignition modulars. I got these 227. Let's see if they're the same. 227, 100, 124. Yep, same. Went ahead and numbered them. I'm going to be forewarning you that these get fused to the to this plate. They do have guiding pins, so I try to put some penetrating oil there. And obviously those are the screws. And originally it took a while to get them off. I had to force them off. And if anything, I think I put a little dent right there trying to force them up. So I don't think there's a problem with these, but I mean, I'm quite sure they're original. I mean, they were so dirty. But anyways, new ones right here. Pretty. They don't have the plastic shielding plate. Should go right on. Probably, and then there's the guidepost. I'll probably just put a little bit of some kind of slickness right there. Maybe a little silicone. All right, that's pretty much it, and I'll install those later. Okay, I have mounted it. 210s. Put a little, how can I say, I don't know, PB blaster in the holes, just kind of lube them up. All right, so you push that in. I hope. There we go. So it's locked in. Let's see here. Let's look at it, make sure it's okay. I cleaned it up, and it has all the pins it's supposed to. I thought maybe it was short one. All right. So then, if it's all the way locked in, you should just do that. And that locks that in. And the other, harder to do. And I think we're in. Yep. It's locked. All right, so do the same over here. Probably clean it up, this electrical wiring. It's dusty. But I think we're in good shape. Got new modulars. All right, a real quick final note. I will be coming back, wrapping up the job on the miscellaneous items. I took the MAF off to look at it, make sure it's clean. And when I'm putting the spark plug wires back on and putting the coolant lines on, I'll make a second video for that. I say coolant line, not lines. And just wrapping up everything. So today I'm done waiting on the spark plug wires, and then I'll get back to it. Anyway, thanks. Please subscribe.